So you've been asked to create a Google site for your activity. So we're in Drive. I'm going to go to New. Then I'm going to click on More. And I'm going to scroll here that's Google Sites. So just so you know, there are different ways to get to sites. Of course, you can use Drive if you're being asked to create a Google site, or you can use your waffle, which your waffle is when you're in Google Drive over here on the right, or you can go to sites.google.com/new. Okay. So I went through Google Drive. I find that's the easiest way because everything you use is right there in Google Drive. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you title this. So let's say we're doing school activities for 2020 to 2021 school year. Okay. Now, when I click into my title page, you saw that it automatically names this page for you. Okay. Now I'm going to title this. I'm going to say Introduction to our school activities. Okay. So this is your home page. So this is where you're going to introduce what this site is for. And so with Google Sites, you really need to know your different menus are over here. Okay, this is what you really need to know. You need to know the insert menu and all the things that you can insert. You need to understand the pages and how that works. And then on this test, you don't really need to understand the theme so much as you just need to know that you can change it. So what you want it to look like. Okay. So if I go back to my insert page, I want to say introduction to our school activities, and I want to have some kind of welcome message. So in order to type, okay, much like a slide, you're adding items to this page or this piece of paper. And they're all, just like in slides, kind of separate, okay? So I want to add a greeting. So I'm going to push my text box. I'm going to say, welcome to my school activities website to access information going on around the campus. Okay, so now I have this. Now, within the text box, you can do a couple of different things. You can make it a title. You can make it a heading, or you can make it a subheading. So basically, this is going to be, it's going to tell you how it's going to format the text that you just typed, okay? I'm making it a welcome greeting, so I want it to be a normal text. Let's say I have, I'm going to divide it by month. So maybe I want to put, change it to October, November, December. So you can change it as a title. Well, I know this is my welcome message, and I really am about making everything match, so I want to center it on my page. So here we have this, okay? So now maybe I want to add an image. I can just go to images. I can upload it from my computer, or I can select an image. I can embed if you have an embed code to a certain image, or you can go straight to your Google Drive. Another thing you can do to make it look fancy or pretty is you can use a layout. Okay, so here I clicked on a layout, and let's say I want to add a picture of my school, and I know that I have a picture of it on my my desktop, okay, or my computer. So I'm going to upload it. Okay, and so now you can add some tags, some information. So GHS established 1901 to 1902. Okay. And then I could say Garland High School has an owl as a mascot because the first graduates stayed out all night and called themselves the night owls. Okay. So put some information by your image. Okay. Another another thing you can do is you can do an image carousel if you want to put different images there. You can see if I want to put a calendar in my on my first page. So maybe I have the school calendar that I want to add here, and it shows all the events like homecoming and football games or sporting events. So I can add my Google Calendar straight to my website. I can also have a map because a lot of times our parents don't have any idea where our schools are located because some of them just put their kids on the bus and send them out. So maybe you put a map there. Of course, because it's a Google product, it works seamlessly with docs, slides, sheets, and forms. So you can automatically insert, maybe you have a syllabus for a class, or maybe I have a form that I want parents to fill out so they're on like a reminder list, or I'm doing a survey, I'm collecting information from parents about upcoming school activities. Okay, so I could create a form and add it there. Okay, so I have an image. I can also deal with pages. Okay, so right now, this is the first page on my Google site, and it is called my home page. Let's say I want to put a new page and I want to call it football games. Okay, now I have a new page and it's under my home page. So everything starts off at my home page, and then I can go here to my football games. Maybe I want to, I took a picture of the scoreboard. So maybe I want to insert just a picture that I took. So I can go over to images. I can select an image from my Google Drive. So maybe I have that picture uploaded into my Google Drive of the football score. Okay, and maybe that's what I do is I keep my parents updated with the games. And so maybe pretend this is a scoreboard, and over here I can insert a text box and say GHS beats RHS 42 to 12. Okay, way to go, Owls. All right. So I have some text to go along with this picture, but that doesn't really look right. So what I can do is I can take it, and when you see those little dots, I can take it and I can drag it up here. Or I could drag my picture down here. There, that works better. So maybe I want to make it almost look like a post where my picture goes with my text, okay? Or again, you can use one of the layouts, but this is a quick way to put an image and explain what that image is. Like I said before, maybe I want to put all of the football games. So I want to insert it on a calendar. So if I click on Insert Calendar, you'll see all of your Google Classroom calendars, or you'll actually see your Google Calendar that you've been using to schedule stuff. You can see here I have a softball schedule. So I can take that calendar and I can insert it in this Google site. And you'll see that I'm going to kind of stretch it out a little bit so it's easier to see. It's just going to keep everybody aware of what's going on in the upcoming week. So you can click through. When you're in view mode, you can click through and you can see the calendar. So we have all this great information here for our students, our parents, our faculty. And so what can we do with that? Okay, so I showed you, you have different pages that you can insert. So if I wanted to insert one, all you're going to come down here and do is put the plus sign. If I want to insert things on certain pages, I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on the appropriate page, and I'm going to go back to my insert menu, and I can insert anything that I want to, okay, within these parameters. So now I want to share this. I want people to say, hey, look, this is a great source of information. Well, I share everything with my teaching partner. So if you want to add a collaborator to your website, that means you want to give them the option to make changes, to go in and add pictures or different pages. You're going to click on their name. And then you're going to come over here, just like we have, and I can say that, oh, they're a published viewer only, or they're an editor. So if you want them to be able to make changes to anything you have in here, you're going to put editor. And then I always like to say, hey, here's the website. Feel free to make changes. Or maybe it's a colleague for a club we're working on, and I say, hey, Lashaka, can you go and add information about a fundraiser that we're doing? Okay, maybe I say, will you insert the Google Doc with information on the upcoming fundraiser? And I can send it to her. That way she can make any changes that I want her to. Okay. Another way to share this is to publish it. When you publish it, it's saying, oh, wait a minute, are you sure that you want to publish this? Because if you'll notice, when we publish, it's under sites.google.com. But look right here, it's under our Garland ISD umbrella. Okay, because they're whose account we use to do everything in Google. And then here's the name of this website that we typed in up here, School Activities for 2020 to 2021 school year. Okay, that means anyone at Garland ISD, because they're under our umbrella, can see our site once we publish it. So if I click publish, it's going to publish it, and it's making it out there for anybody to search with. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I can get this link, and I can copy this link, and I can send it out. Let's say I send it out in Skyward, or I put it in my Google Classroom for my faculty to access, for all of our student activities or school activities that are going on. Google Sites is a great tool for students to use for resumes, learning portfolios. It's a great tool for teachers to use for content. Maybe you have an entire website or Google site for your lesson on civil rights. Librarians, maybe you have all of your lesson plans put into a Google site for each week that you see your classes in the library. So it's a great way to put a lot of information together. And like we see over here on this insert menu, everything within Google. So Drive, Docs, Sheets, Forms, Slides, YouTube, Calendar, Maps, it all works seamlessly together.